I first started looking for a personal trainer when I realised that I had to be the example for the family, that I was out of condition, and with having a young family I wanted them to be fit and healthy. So it was motivation for both myself and the family really, that fitness should be at the heart of the family. Before I was a personal trainer, I was a stereotypical gym person, had the membership, with a whole family membership, but very rarely went, so very rarely got any benefit. When I first got the personal trainer, I didn't know really what to expect. I think I was expecting more than to get out of the gym, very much because it was going to be at home and time, a lot better use of time. So there was going to be at home and I would make sure I would do it rather than at the gym. Think I would go and then after work fail to go. The use of the personal trainer has far exceeded our expectations because it's actually a real change in lifestyle. As well as getting into fitness training, it's taking care of diet and looking at things for both myself. It's impacted my professional life and family life. Everybody's a lot more fitness centric and a lot healthier in the food choices we make and the activities we partake in. The biggest impact on lifestyle has been the choices we make in both where we eat out, meals at home, the shopping, and we make a lot more healthier choices, and also we do a lot more activity as a family. And I give that all down to the change of the personal training, so that we now look at doing more activity as a family, as a unit. With the personal training now, we've exceeded expectations from, first of all, dreading the sessions and crawling out of the sessions, and now I look forward to the sessions. And if I ever miss a session, my body's telling me that I've missed a session. And they have a very invigorating, and that's why I like to train in the morning particularly, has a real positive impact on the day. The use of the training has definitely helped professional life, especially the last 2 years. I think it's no coincidence that they've been the best 2 professional years I've had. Business has grown massively and everything's been under control because the outlook from a day particularly we've trained, and between sessions we're doing a little training that's been given by the trainer to keep going. The impact has been very positive. And that stress particularly, I would say I'm almost as you could be stress free. Today, most people when they're looking at whether it's be training or anything to affect their life, unfortunately are led by cost. And I think if they were to be led by benefit, the cost would be minimal because the benefits are so huge because it really impacts your whole life. And the difference between using a personal trainer or a health coach to a gym is there's a whole holistic approach. It's very unique, it's very individual, whereas a gym it's very one size fits all. A training card's passed to every new member, and is it weight loss or is it fitness? Whereas a health coach or a fitness trainer is going to come and really deal with your strengths and weaknesses, and particularly work on your strengths so that weaknesses diminish. My best piece of advice for anyone looking at a fitness trainer or PT would be the bit that I use for myself, is that if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. So if you're not happy where you are, then by continuing doing what you're doing, you won't get the results. And this is the best way to get results that affect your whole life. The best part of the training is the end, because you're really giving it all, and it's an injection of satisfaction, of achievement every time I'm trained. that have continued along the journey, that every time we get a little bit fitter, we're moving towards something that's very important, which is your health, and it's a personal win every time. No longer the worst. I think halfway through the initial training period you're struggling because you find it quite difficult, but that's because it's important. Anything worth having is not easy, but there's no worse bit of training now. In fact, the worst bit of training now is if you miss a session for some reason. If life takes over business, where if you miss a session, your body's telling you that you've missed it, and it has a negative effect. Before I started training, I think before the first session, was a real realisation that unfortunately I'd probably really realised for the first time how much I let my health and fitness go, and that was probably a bit of a downer before the session started, and so I felt quite negative, and then very quickly that was turned around because I was doing something positive about it. But there was a definite realisation of what the outcomes would be for me not too long in life if I didn't do something to change the way I was living. Very positive about my health now, and although I know there's still some way to go in fitness, the fact that I'm doing something and taking control, and that's probably the best way to put it, is the training gives you control over your health. You're making decisions and you're actively living out the training throughout the day. If anyone's considering the training and looking at the website at this moment, and time of looking down and filling out the website and making that decision, I would say just this one thing: think of the extra time you're going to have in your life. That extra energy gives you time. So for an hour invest now will give you back an hour every day going forward. So it's well worth it. Just do it.